Hi, it is Jazz, and thank you ever so much for joining me for a 10-minute mobility session. We're just going to get straight into it and just start moving our bodies. So hopefully you are fit and well at home. Okay, let's start with some shoulder rolls. Inhale and exhale. Take a moment to breathe. Roll the shoulders up and back. Wonderful. Can we make it slightly bigger? So hands on top of the shoulders, draw some circles with those elbows. Hopefully there's not too many clicks. We often hold a lot of tension in our shoulders and our neck. Right, let's make it even bigger. So nice big arm circles, up and back. Good, 2 more. And then last one, and relax it down. Wonderful. Good, ease out that neck. So inhale to look one way, exhale to look the other way. Wonderful, one more, either side, and then back to centre. Good. Okay, let's take it into those hips. So we're going to draw some circles with that tailbone. You can keep the movement nice and small if you'd like to, or you can make it slightly bigger. If you push your bottom back, you will feel a nice stretch in that lower back. Brilliant. Change the direction. Good, so keep breathing, always thinking inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Good. One more, and then back. Brilliant. Okay, a little bit of balance. We're going to need the ankle or circle. So if you want to hold on, if you want the arms out, you can. Just see how the ankles are feeling. Good. Change the direction with the ankle. Hopefully they're not too crunchy as well. Wonderful, and then place that foot down. Let's go on to the other side. So this time, if you can, we're going to give the wrists a bit of a circle as well. Good, get that brain thinking, right? Change the direction in the ankle and the wrists. Yes, that's the one. Good, and then gently release. Lovely. Okay, we're going to go into some squats. So feet hip width apart. Keep it nice and shallow to begin with. Inhale, take your seat. Exhale up to standing. So inhale down. Exhale up. So think about drawing the core in ever so slightly. And we're challenging that ankle flexibility there. And we're just seeing what movement we've got in the knees, in those hips as well. Hopefully now you're able just to squat just that little bit deeper now that your body's getting used to the movement, it's warming up. Good. Okay, see whether perhaps you can squat just that little bit more. Good, right, let's go 2 more of these. So inhale down. Exhale up. Right, last one. How low can you go? Good. Squat it down and then up. Oh, fantastic. Good. Okay, come to the edge of your mat. We're going to go into a bit of a walkout. So we're going to do a bit of a roll down, Pilates roll down. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, chin to the chest. Relax the upper body. Roll yourself down vertebrae by vertebrae. So we're mobilising that spine. If that's enough, just hold it there. Or if you can, we're going to walk those hands out. Lovely. Into a bit of a high plank. Walk the hands back in. And restack. Good. So we're really challenging. A bit of a full body movement there. Let's go for another one. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, chin to the chest. Roll yourself down, keep the knees nice and soft. So either stay there if that feels enough, or if you can, take those hands, walk it out a bit into a high plank. And then when you're ready, walking it back in. Wonderful. And then up. Good. Okay, we're going to do 1 more of them. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, chin to the chest. Hopefully you can reach a little bit further. Same again. Either hold it there or walk it out with me. coming into that high plank. Wonderful. And then from there we can drop it down to the knees. Take it back to child's pose for a moment. Just ease it there, hold it there. Wonderful. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to come into an all fours position. We're going to go for cat and cow to mobilise that spine. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. From there, chin comes up. Point that tailbone away. Feel that stretch in the lower back. And then chin tucks in, round the back. Squeeze that core. And we're just going between those two movements. Good. Really work with the breath. See what movement you've got in that spine. Okay, last one. Wonderful. And then back to a neutral position. Fantastic. So come up to a kneeling position. If you need a cushion underneath your knee, then please do. But what we're going to do is we're going to come into a bit of a lunge. So one foot out in front. If we can, we are then going to bring our hands out in front as well. So you can either hold it there, and we're going to get some rotation in. So we're going to be having our same foot and opposite hand down. And then we're going to look over that bent knee, getting that stretch in that spine, and then back to centre. So we're going to go for 3 more of these. So we're opening up, getting that rotation in, and then back. Brilliant. Last one. Wonderful. And then back. Good. Okay, I don't mind how you take your foot back or hands back. We're going to go into the other side. So that foot and the opposite hand stay nice and still, and then we're going to be looking over our bent knee. So from here, nice big inhale. On the exhale, opening up, getting that spine twist. Wow, lovely. One side might be slightly more challenging than the other. Takes a bit of balance, this movement. We're challenging the hip flexors as well. So that's the front of the thighs. Good. Exhale through the effort. Wonderful. All right, last one. Fantastic. And then gently release. Good. Take that foot back. From there, we are going to take the hands forward, drop the hips forward. Feel that stretch in the core. Try and push away from the mat. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're then going to take it back into child's pose. Come into that stretch. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, take it forward. Good. Push away from the mat. Drop the hips down. Come into that stretch. Nice big inhale. On the exhale, take it back. Good. Hold that child's pose now. Just breathe into that stretch for a moment. Wonderful. Brilliant. From there, we're going to come back up into an all fours position. And we're going to draw some circles with our tailbone. Hopefully we're feeling a little bit more loosened up now. So you can either keep it small, or if you can, take the hands further away, and you're going to shift that body weight around. So taking it back and then taking it all the way forward. So create those circles with that tailbone. Good. And then change the direction. So really control that body weight shift. See what movement you've got in those hips. Lovely. Right, let's go one more. And then take it back. Fantastic. From here, come up into a seated position. I don't mind how you're sat. You can be cross-legged, you can be legs out in front, whatever feels right for you. Lovely. So from there, we're going to bring the shoulders up to the ears. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale up, exhale down. Good, one more. Fantastic. Okay, last bit, drop the chin to the chest. We're going to round the back, bring the hands out in front. Try and separate those shoulder blades, feel that stretch across the back, and then nice big inhale. On the exhale, take the hands behind, open up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good, nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to go back to that rounding of the back again. And inhale. On the exhale, take those hands back, open up the chest. Fantastic. And then back to center. Reach up towards the ceiling with those arms, or reach up as high as you can. Inhale. On the exhale, float those arms down. Keep that height in the spine. And gently release. Amazing, great. Well, thank you ever so much for joining me for today. Hopefully your body is feeling a little bit more loosey-goosey with those mobility movements. If you do want to keep practicing, if you do want to keep stretching, then please do, because you can never practice stretching enough. You can never practice Pilates and posture. So yes, have a fantastic day. Keep smiling, look after yourself, and hopefully I will get to see you soon.